What is up, everybody? Welcome back, and as always, it is one and only Light Liger here, your beloved host, and today we are going to be talking about these potential future DeFi airdrops, which may happen or they may not happen. And 4 days ago, we obviously had the 1-inch token airdrop for the people who used 1-inch exchange, and that was valued at its peak around $2,000, which was a massive sum. And obviously before that we had the Uniswap airdrop, and then we had obviously Mirror Finance a month ago, which was also worth around $100, and then we had some smaller ones like Badger Finance, and also Dracula token comes into my mind. And it's to be believed that there might be more of these in the future, and that means that there's going to be more potential avenues for you to earn and make life-changing money. And obviously all of these things that are going to be discussed in this video are all speculation, and there's many things which we don't know and things that has to be taken accord, but I'm just going to be speculating on these things, and it might be in your interest to interact with some of these applications, which are mostly on Ethereum. We have not one non-Ethereum thing, and it remains to be seen how wealthy and important they will be in future. But a couple of my followers actually provided me a list, and I went through it, removed some of the players which I didn't think were eligible for that type of behavior. So let's go in without further ado. The first thing is obviously DYDX, and there's actually a lot of evidence that they have talked about it as a company, as a team to basically do this. And this is something that I've already interacted with before, and I definitely think that this is definitely on the table. Chico Crypto did a video on this, and I think they're going to be doing some type of airdrop because they don't have any token of their own, so it makes them a very likely candidate, given the fact that the CEO has made talks about possible token release at some point in the future. Moving on, we have PowerSwap, another very high candidate, which is similar to the one in exchange, is a liquidity aggregator, finding the best and gas efficient prices through different types of pools. And I do want to say that a lot of the times when these things happen, often the proxies may not be the case. SushiSwap was one of the things that people were recommending to me. I'm not so sure they're going to be doing that, given that they have already their token of their own. So I think that's not going to be the case. But definitely PowerSwap could be one of those that definitely will be doing some type of airdrop. What would be the utility of it? Is it a governance token? Who knows? But definitely something to look your eyes on. Then we have token sets, which is another one that is kind of big player in this space. It could be very valuable in the future. And this is also kind of on the edge. Will they exactly be releasing their own token or not? But definitely it is within possibility that they might do it. So keep your eyes on the token sets. I definitely think that if they would do it, it would be around big as 1-inch exchange, so a very huge drop of value. Then we have Furu Combo, or as this is kind of like a Japanese full play, it means full combo. And this is still in like very beta, very new product in the DeFi space. This could be another one that could potentially have some type of airdrop happening in the future. Definitely worth a look in my opinion. It's a very interesting application altogether. But let's move on. Then we have Zaber, which I think I have done already a video on. I always mix up Zaber and Zaryan, which both are in the list. So these could be another ones that might actually release their own token and allow potentially, you know, an airdrop. But it was a very useful application altogether, in my opinion. There's a lot of useful things, and you can even see gas stuff here, which is pretty nice. Then we have a couple of NFT platforms. OpenC is another one which I've actually used in the past. They don't have their own token, and they've been around for a long time, and they could definitely do that in the future. People who have sold or bought in the platform might be eligible for something. Maybe they do a token NFTs instead, or maybe they release a token. Who knows? Remains to be seen. But definitely a good platform. And by the way, NFTs are a good market themselves, and there's a lot of money to be made there. And I think sometimes flipping assets can be very profitable. So something you should definitely look your eyes into. And I think the OpenC one would be very valuable as well if they actually happen to go through that. Then we have DeFi Saver. I haven't actually looked into this application myself at all, but I think it's something that definitely could be on the list as well. It's kind of like this sort of a beta product once again, which could be there on the edge to basically be eligible for a potential airdrop. So let me log in very quickly to my MetaMask. And I think a lot of these things are going to be happening in Ethereum. If they're going to be happening on other chains, they may not be as valuable unless they are like backed by some really, really big things. But it would be nice to see it on other chains also happening. But I think it's less likely, but we will see. Then we have Open, which is, well, it's kind of like... something like insurance type of a thing. Also, I think pretty new project to my understanding. This could be another one that has been speculated to be one of these projects that might have some type of airdrop in the future. And all of these are, by the way, linked down below, so you can interact with them in case you want to. I do recommend, number one, do not use proxies, and use all of these applications during a very low gas fee period, because a lot of dApps can cost quite a lot in fees, especially right now. Then we had Slingshot Finance, which got a lot of funding recently. They were previously known as Dex AG, and this is another one that has been speculated to do a high speculation, actually, matter of fact, source coming from a couple of my developer friends. So they could be potentially be next one into the space. But the Slingshot Finance website is not available. You can subscribe with email to keep on up on date and be there when they launch. Then we have Matcha, which technically is using OX, but some people still say, well, there's still a potential avenue for them to do their own token and release it for the users who actually use their product. Another one that could be valued considerable amount in the future, who knows? Moving on, we have Foundation App, which is another NFT platform, basically. This could be another one that might do their own token or something. Remains to be seen. I think the NFTs might have a lot more growth going into the next year, but what type of remains to be seen. Will it be more on the art and collectible side, or what exactly? The fees of buying NFTs on Ethereum is kind of high, so that's still kind of up on the, on the ladder what may actually happen. Then we have Total, which is another DeFi aggregator, another one that has been speculated to have, and basically it's some type of a savings thing versus trading on here instead of on Uniswap. So maybe some of these applications might need actual future reviews. And it's an interesting project. They are obviously using the gas token, but that's not exactly a governance token or anything like that. They might release their own token. They have a lot of liquidity partners here and other partners in terms of investors. So this might be another one that may see something like that. And if this is the Dim Draper company, by the way, they did an airdrop on the Morpher before, so I think that might also be in question. Who knows? Then we have Radar Relay, which has been around for a long time, and that could be another one that could technically do a release of their own token. I have used them quite a lot in the past on their previous application, on the first interface, which was a bit different. Not so big fan of the new one, but they could definitely use the boost because they came around earlier than Uniswap, but they have lost all that market share because they have kind of more restricted listings and things like that, and potentially like they just kind of need to pushing out a token could be very beneficial for their market. I think it could be a very great promotion and marketing for a lot of these companies too. Then we have Zaryan Finance, which I actually done a video on previously, if I remember right. This one is kind of like putting all your eggs in the basket, and you can see a lot of things inside the application. Go check out my review. It gives you all the Uniswap things and pools and everything, and it puts everything into the context. And also it has like inbuilt things where you can claim Uniswap assets and things like that. So another one to basically technically look at. I don't know. This one is also kind of like up on the edge because it's kind of like just an interface, not their dApp of their own technically. So that remains to be kind of seen. And finally, we have ZIL Swap, which is the only non-Ethereum project on this list. There has been some rumors in the past that they might actually do this for people who have traded on the platform, and you know who are maybe I'm actually like totally out of the loop right now, and they may have done it already, but somebody can clarify that. There might be things also on Tron and Binance Chain, but it seems that mostly this is like Ethereum type of a phenomena. But keep your eyes open, and I will obviously report if I know anything in the future regarding these. Obviously, any type of support is appreciated, so if you have found money in the past through the tips I've given you, maybe you want to tip me back. Now, I will see you guys on the next video, whenever it may be, and whatever it will be about. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time.